Pokemon fashion hit its peak in Gen 5, so the sequels took it off a cliff. This, perfect. Everyone, feral. Hilda, 16 years old. Simmer down. She's just here to catch Pokemon and fix trucks. This, flawless. Yes, please. 16 years old and his name is Hilbert. Bigger issue, what is going on with his zipper? It starts halfway up. I actually do own a garment that can do this, but it uses 2 zippers and almost always gets stuck. What is Hilbert's excuse for being named Hilbert? Also, I'm still not sure what these lines are indicating. Why do these pants have panels? Am I missing something? Other than those halcyon years when I still had potential for the future? Well, regardless, these two are ready for adventure. They are the high point of Pokemon fashion, and what goes up must come down. Princess Leia was dressed by a dance mom, but she has shoelaces! Actual shoelaces on a Pokemon character! So I'm gonna give her a pass because that's how desperate we are here. I don't even care that her undershirt is tied into a bow sticking out the back of her collar. Actually, yes I do. Ken? Honey? You want to tell me how she even did this? Is she wearing a tank or an apron? Kenny, you're a 50-year-old man and or visual learning AI, and it's showing. The secret bonus worst part is that Rosa's shirt is too short, teasing just a bit of her hips before the frilly miniskirt. This being a conscious design choice really makes you think about why every female protagonist in this series is showing more skin than any male protagonist, even though they are young children, Japan. And then there's... oh no, please don't do this to me. Gen 5 was going so well. Nate has a lot of hair, and he uses this visor to style it into a volcano. He is wearing a spandex bodysuit, including oversized drawstring shorts with leggings. That's a choice I wouldn't choose. Walking across the country without socks, you are actually going to die, and it's your fault. And that is not a messenger bag, that is a portfolio case. Nate is not hiking across America, he is sauntering to art class. Nate has actual shoelaces and a zipper that zips from the bottom up, but even that can't save him. Karen? I don't know. He's supposed to be this serious, ruthless tactician. Aren't you intimidated by the pixie cut in the alfalfa? The V-neck jersey also does not match his style at all. It's red on blue and sporty on preppy. You may think the biggest blunder of his older design is the comically oversized tie or the rosy cheeks, both of which are also inconsistent with all of his character traits, but it's actually his, shoe clips? You really gotta use your imagination to parse how those work. Bianca is perfect. I can say nothing bad about her. Well, okay, platform hiking boots, but that's intentionally a terrible design to clue to the audience that she's not ready for an adventure. Full disclosure, I'll wear a vest like these nerds whenever I have the excuse, but their shirts have massive cuffs, leaving these exaggerated flaps despite the skin-tight sleeves. So who is this shirt designed for? Who could possibly have arms that thin yet wrists that wide? You would think it's merely a big oof that Game Freak did just enough research on American history to accidentally base Lenora on a racist caricature. But even after she had to be redesigned, the original design was still used in Japan, which means Game Freak knew exactly what they were doing. Very big oof. It's nice that Pokemon finally discovered that black people exist, but did it have to happen like this? In her new design, she wears her belt over her shirt, just to give you something to think about as you lay awake tonight. Marlin is not black, as you can tell by these tan lines, which make me very uncomfortable. He's like the inverse of Wallace, except built like a Ken doll. Oh no, he's got an opinion on Alyssa! Buckle up! I get that Alyssa has a target audience, and it ain't me, which is why I don't get what's so hot about the comically oversized puffer jacket whose only purpose is to be removed. Oh, that's what you like about it. But the way her hand pops out of it here makes it look more like a giant goop monster than any fabric. These flats will remove themselves if Alyssa takes one step. I think it's a misstep on the artist's part to obscure her nails here so we can't see if they're painted with the same red-blue motif. Lastly, I hope this isn't her actual hair, or else she's walking around all day business in the back, party on the sides. As for her original design, oh heavens, I don't think a 2D image is enough to convey what exactly Alyssa is wearing here, so I have prepared a demonstration. Forgive me. Her outer layer is a yellow tank with nearly the entire front cut away, leaving only a frame of a shirt. My personal rule is that if it doesn't cover the nips, then it's not a shirt. Alyssa's fashion is like the total inverse of a shirt. Next, what exactly are these black stripes? They don't wrap around her, or else we would see the fabric under her arms. These stripes have been sewn underneath the yellow. I guess I've done it. I've finally become a femboy streamer. Skyla is a pilot. She flies a plane. In booty shorts and a crop top? Okay, she's not actually going to freeze to death because her plane has a closed cabin, but still, nothing about this outfit says I am a licensed on-duty pilot. She also has this card in the TCG, a product marketed at young children. Well, okay, it also has Wallace, so fine, we'll call it a truce here. We've got some unrelated picture of Cyrus in here. Don't know what that's about. Imagine, if you will, being Zinzalin, who took over Team Plasma after Getsus, and getting dressed. First, you have to put on your big puffy coat, then your big old gloves over that. With one hand, hold a yoga mat in front of your coat, while with your other hand, you drape 3 belts over it and tighten them. Now pop your oversized collar so that your eyes can't drift below, well, eye level. And for maximum safety, tie on that hat you got from when you used to guard the Tower of London. Ah, memories. This guy could actually fall off a tower and probably be fine. Also imagine how much industrial strength hairspray Cyrus needs to get this extremely long lock of hair to wrap all the way around his head. I certainly can't imagine what Sugimori was on when he came up with this hairdo. Shout out to Chantel, who's traipsing around the Pokemon League with a comically giant neck pillow. I don't care if you're on a 25-hour flight. If you walk around wearing a neck pillow, you're a dweeb. Bonus book review, all of Chantel's novel writing is just fluffy opening or closing lines describing what she is currently seeing directly in front of her. Is this what Game Freak thinks it's like to write fiction? Well, judging from the quality of their own writing, in which the story's central themes are so meaningless they're literally interchangeable. Lastly, it is my displeasure to call attention to Marshall's unattainably wide pants, the decision to tie a karate belt around a similarly oversized puffer vest, the decision to have blue lips—
actually, it's coral blue numbers—
and his eyebrows, which wrap around his head! Oh, sweet Arceus! Okay, I know, I just threw a lot of stress at you. I understand. We're gonna go back to Hilda, okay? You can rinse off those peepers. I know, it was nice that Pokemon finally discovered that black people exist, but did it have to happen like this? Join us next time when Pokemon fashion might actually make sense.